It's my fucking lip. It's my fucking lip. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. Fair warning, in today's tutorial, we are doing a lot, okay, guys? So the video is kind of like split up, but I'm giving it to y'all exactly how I did it. Sometimes I just don't go out of my way to keep certain nails together, so I do want y'all to keep that in mind. This will not be like this nail at once. After this video, I will start doing that, like whatever goes on this nail, let me film it all at once. But to save time, because I will be wasting a lot of time trying to do each nail separately, today I'm gonna just kind of be all over the place because it just saves me time, guys. And as some of y'all know, I do have 4 kids, and 3 of them live with me. 1 of them lives with her dad. So yeah, I literally have a newborn, a 2-year-old, and a 7-year-old in my house. So it's like chaotic. I don't really have like that free time. Although I do have a fiance, he works night times. So when he gets home, he can't always get up early in the mornings, and that's when I make content. So just to throw that out there, I'm literally doing a voiceover in my car. So bear with me, guys. I know that my videos are all over the place sometimes, but I do work hard to get them to you guys. Don't think that I just throw stuff together. In general, I don't. So getting into this video, I did do some shaping of the nails, and y'all can pretty much see what I'm doing right here. Just using like the drill to do like this moon shape. I love this shape for duck nails. I'm only a fan of duck nails that are curved like this, unless it's like a really classy duck nail set. If I'm going to be doing all this crazy stuff, I would rather just go ahead and shape it this way. And for these nails today, I did file them down pretty thin because there's going to be a lot of 3D art. And to make that white teeth color, I did use my 3D sculpting gel mixed with this white pigment. And to start off with my tooth nails, I am going to go in with like this skin tone brown for the background. And I'm going to put that in over the entire nail. I'm going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds and let it cure. Just heads up, I'm working with colors like this. I sometimes have to put it in the lamp twice, or I have to go in with very thin layers because this stuff be giving me troubles when it comes to curing. So just starting off, I wanted to show y'all my nail book that you can order on my website. The link will be in the description. And that was pretty much what I had in mind. I did end up switching up a couple things as I went on. And as y'all know, if you do watch me already, I do that all the time. Like I'll write it in my book and I'll kind of switch it up. So anyway, moving on. I use this peachy color that I got from D&D, not Dynamic Nails, D&D. And I use that for the color of the tongue. And you could really use like any type of baby pink or like peachy color for the tongue. When I'm drawing a tongue, I'm thinking of like a heart but without the bottom part. That's the easiest way for me to explain doing a tongue to y'all. When you have done the tongue, guys, you want to put it in the lamp for 60 seconds. You're always going to cure in between layers just so you don't mess anything up. Next, we are going to go in with this brown from D&D as well. So the brown is literally like for the back part of the mouth. Just so you guys know, I know some of y'all are probably like, why is she using brown? This is for like that area like behind the tongue. It's always very dark. So you want to go in with this, and you can go pretty high, but don't go too high because you don't want your lips to be too big. I wanted voluptuous lips, but you don't have to do them this big. I'm not really a fan of like the flat lips that I've been seeing. I'm not trying to talk down on nobody, but I'm not a fan of that. Like they don't have to be like super thick, but like that flat type of lip. And I'm not talking about just with polish. I'm talking about with the 3D art gel. I'm just personally not a fan of that. After you take this layer of polish out of the lamp, you're going to start to use the 3D sculpting gel that I told y'all about in the beginning to start to form the teeth. Again, I did mix that white pigment with my regular 3D sculpting gel. I do want to do these nails again, so I think next time I would actually go in with a little bit less for the teeth. I wouldn't use as much. And I am starting them off by just placing the little balls onto the nail, and then I'm going to go from there as far as sculpting. And I want to say I got my silicone pen off of Temu for like $1, if I'm not mistaken. Either Temu or Shein. You can find it at either place for very cheap. So whenever you're doing the teeth, the first thing you want to do is kind of like flatten them down to be the shape of teeth. And because they were already round, you're going to pretty much already get that shape for the top of the teeth. Pretty much what you're doing from here is just making sure that you can get it even. Y'all might be confused as to why y'all are seeing me doing it twice, but that's because I'm doing it on 2 different nails. One of the nails is going to be the teeth only, and the other one will be with the lips. I'm not going to lie, y'all, I had to hop on this trend because from the time I seen it done, I liked it. Like, I know some people were like, ooh, I don't like duck nails. Ooh, I don't like the teeth nails. I literally saw this and was like, that's dope. But keep in mind that I did do art before I did this, so stuff like this has always been intriguing to me, and I actually want to put a painting like this in my nail room of like the grill or whatever in the girl's mouth. I actually need to do more paintings in my nail room. Right now I only have the Tupac, which actually belongs to my cousin because he already bought it, but he never came and got it. So yeah, I have to hurry up and replace that with other paintings. So maybe that's some content that I will give y'all soon. Now for the bottom teeth, I did use some smaller little balls of the sculpting gel because the bottom teeth are never really as big as the top teeth, if we're being honest. So you really don't just want to have like big teeth at the bottom, big teeth at the top. At least for me. I was just maybe thinking too deep. And honestly, I actually like my teeth that they're not like super, super white. I thought this was such a good idea to not do it like as white as I've seen everybody else been doing it, because that's not the color of our teeth, right? I also decided to add another tooth at the bottom. So I ended up doing 5 teeth at the bottom. I just added it in there and molded it. And then you're going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. If it doesn't dry, if it feels a little gooky, you can go ahead and put it in the lamp for another 60 seconds. But I usually don't have that problem. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with like this nude color putty that I got from, well, it's 3D sculpting gel, sorry. I always call it putty because that's what we called it growing up, stuff like this. But anyway, so I'm going to go in with this nude color 3D gel, and I'm going to start to form the lips. So I did end up redoing this because I don't know why I dragged it down like that. I should have left it how it was, but I did want to show y'all like players mess up too. But yeah, I ended up not liking that, so I did end up just taking it off. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all the top lip as well. When you do the top lip, you don't have to do like this huge dip in the lip. I've been seeing a lot of people do that, and as a person that does art, I know this because I've made the mistake plenty of times. And sometimes I do still mess up like y'all saw me do below on the bottom lip. And I'm also going to do the same thing to the bottom lip, but it's going to be a slight dip. It's not going to be like this really huge dip that's like flattening it out. That's not what you want to do. You just kind of want to put like a little bit, you know, pressure with your brush. Don't do too much. And the good thing about using this type of 3D sculpting gel, because my other one is a bit different. The good thing about this one is it's more of like a clay feeling to it. So you don't have to put it in the lamp every time you do, you know, something different. You can work with it a little bit better without it kind of like self-forming. The one that I use regularly is like a clear, like it's really like a UV gel. It's not really for nails, I don't think, but I mean, hey, it hasn't done anything to me so far. Anyway, moving on, we are going to do a French tip, and we want this to give nothing but Astros, baby. Y'all know what's up. So I'm going to do this French tip. I'm going to just fill the rest in white off of camera, and then I'm going to come back in and show y'all how I did the design. So now that we have taken this out the lamp, we're going to start going in with some Astros colors, and we're just going to do lines, y'all. And lines are not that simple, so please take your time. I do have a really nice brush that I got off of Amazon, and I will put that in the description below. It is in my Amazon storefront. Sorry, y'all, getting tongue-tied here. It is in my Amazon storefront or whatever, so you can find it there or whatever. And it is a really nice brush, guys. Like, this is the brush that I be conserving. Like, I only use this brush if I absolutely have to, because I'm bad with messing up my brushes, okay? So we are going to go in with like 1 stripe of yellow, or maybe 2, I don't remember, but not a lot of yellow. And then I did do the outlining on the bottom of this red, but I ended up going back in and changing it to yellow because it was just giving clown nails to me after I put the red in there. So I was like, I can use the red for something else on this nail, but the underlining part just gave me circus, and I was not feeling that. So after I got my yellow line, I decided to go in with a star. And y'all, I messed up this star design so many times. If y'all would see the videos, y'all be like, girl, what the heck? That's one thing as an artist, when it comes to hands, feet, and stars, it's just not my forte. But one thing about when it comes to art is it can always be erased, and it can always be done over. And the more you practice, the better you get at doing it. I'm definitely a witness of that. Anyway, so moving on. In the middle, I just wanted to put an H for Houston, H-Town, you know. But yeah, I just put like a little small H because I wanted to give a little bit more of a design. I didn't just want to put a white star, so I just filled it in with that. Moving on to the next nail, we're going to paint it entirely black because this is going to be a metallic nail. So once you cure the black, you are going to go on top with this beautiful blue. Y'all, this blue is so gorgeous. Like, the camera did this no justice. It's so pretty. But anyway, in order to get it to be more metallic and get rid of that glitter, just make sure you're rubbing it in really, really good. And then whenever you go to top coat it, just make sure you're using a different top coat, not the one that you use on your regular nail sets, because the glitter can get in those brushes. And for this specific nail, I didn't do any type of special lettering. I just did like regular letters or whatever like that. And then I drew a heart, of course. And feel free to flip your nail all around if you're doing press-ons. If you're not doing press-ons, get you a practice hand and kind of learn how to do it on a real person, because you cannot turn the nail all around like you see me doing in this video on a real person. You don't want to hurt your client. So keep that in mind. Try to practice on a hand if you need to, so that way you can just get good at doing it on actual people. So after I did the heart, I was like, instead of doing, because like we have a sign here in Houston that says "We Love Houston." And I ended up doing "I Love Houston" because the "We Love Houston" sign is a bunch of rainbow stuff. And to be honest with you, I was not trying to have to cure all those different colors. So I was like, yeah, no. I'm just going to do an "I love" and then do the H-Town hand that we do. That's how we throw up the H, in case y'all didn't know, because everybody's not from Texas. So figured I would tell y'all that. So anyway, you want to go in with the shape of the hand first, and then you want to go in and start outlining all the details in red or the color of your choice. If you're going to copy this nail, do it however. I would love to see this like done a million different ways. And I actually ended up doing a hand the very next day that was 10 times better than this. So I was like, oh man, if I can go back, which I can, but yeah, I wasn't trying to. But if I could go back, I would probably do the hand way better than this. But it came out okay. So this video has so many details that it kept kind of going in and out of focus. So some of the little pieces you won't see me get on camera, but most of it is. So don't get all worried, like if you don't see a piece of this, like the heart. Yeah, the rest of it I just did off camera. Moving on to the next nail. So for this nail, we do want it to be like the leopard print or whatever. So we're going to fill this in with this pretty peanut butter brown. And y'all, I know it looks ridiculous right now, but trust the process when it comes to this, because I thought this was gorgeous. I would do an entire set like this, to be honest with you. Look, I would wear these type of nails. I love animal print nails, if y'all haven't noticed. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to go in with a darker brown. And I like my spots to look super raggedy, so I don't try to be perfect at all. It's almost like I'm messing the nails up on purpose. But yeah, no, seriously. I just kind of go all over the place because I like my leopard print to look a little bit more realistic. Not a lot, just a little bit. So I just kind of throw mine on there. I think when you're doing perfect, I don't know, I don't dislike it, but I don't like to do mines like that. You know, you want to be unique in everything that you do. So I'm not saying that it's like this huge difference, but that's just how I like mine to look specifically. And because I didn't want this nail to look super plain, I did go in with some red after I finished up with the design to kind of outline the bottom of that nail. See how I still put the red in there? You see it? You see it? Okay, yeah. So I did that to make it match the rest of the nails, because you don't want to just have like random animal print and it's like, okay, why is that there? How does that go? When I finished up with that, this time I mixed my 3D sculpting gel with polish and it got everywhere, but it works. I had to see if it worked, y'all, because I saw somebody else do it. I wanted to say her name is Sai. I don't know how to say it. I know it's CYY on over here on YouTube. I saw her do that and I was like, I'm trying it. And there's no way I could have been coloring my freaking 3D sculpting gel like this the whole time, and I haven't been. So anyway, we're going to go in with the stem and we're going to leave that clear because mixing it was a lot. Some of the stuff you don't have to mix. You know, it's easier to just paint on top. So that's pretty much what I did. I put that in the lamp for 60 seconds and I went over top with green. I did skip out the rest of it though because it was super blurry and it was starting to get on my nerves. But y'all get the concept, I hope. So this next nail, I also do the nails I got from the Nails by Side Girl. And I just love her work, y'all. So she's very inspirational. I love that she's creative and she really doesn't care what anybody thinks. She does the type of work that I do. Like, I like the art behind the nails, and I feel like she does too. So, you know, this whole nail set pretty much was inspired by her. Just to throw that out there, because I don't want nobody being like, you copying her. Yes, I am. She's inspiring. I definitely jogged her, but I put my own spin on it. So I copied her, you know, just a little bit. But this is supposed to look like a bamboo earring, y'all. But the next time I do it, I think I will go in with more thin lines, because this nail was way too bulky. It was way too big. It was way too thick. And it was the heaviest out of all the nails. Can you believe it? Even the lips. The lips, it was like they wasn't even on the nail. Anyway, so once you put that in the lamp and you cure it, you can go over with black polish because it will make the gold pop way more. But I ended up just doing it like that and, yeah, top coating it. So you only want to top coat where the gold is at. Now, for the next nail, I'm going to paint the entire nail white, and I'm going to do it the same way you saw me do the white tip. I'm going to go in with those lines that represent the Astros, which is our baseball team here in Houston, Texas. I also decided to keep this nail only green and blue because that's their main colors. So I left the yellow out because I didn't want it to give clown nail again, and the yellow was just giving me that. And I'm not gonna lie, this nail kind of gives me Whataburger, but you get it. Whataburger is so Texas anyway too, so whatever. We just went with it. And after you finish that, you're gonna put it in lamp for 60 seconds, and you're gonna top coat it. And then after you top coat it, you're gonna go in with this H. Oh, y'all, this was so cute. I was like, I just want to do this set all over again, but like different, because I love my city, you know? And this is not 100% where I grew up, but this is what I know. Like, this is, you know, I stayed in Louisiana for a little while. My little sister is actually from there. I stayed there as a child as well. But Houston is where I'm from, like, if y'all get what I'm saying. Now, for this 90s nail, I didn't really too much get into detail because, to be honest with you, I already did a nail just like this. And I have an entire video on how I did this specific type of nail, but it was the 90s curve nails. So if you want to check that video out, I will link it down below so that y'all can check that one out as well. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, I just hit 500 subs, and I know that's probably not a big deal to some of y'all, but it's a huge deal to me. I don't have my watch time hours, but I just hit 500 subs, y'all. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited about that. Like, I just clicked off my voiceover to give myself a break, and I'm like, I have 500, and it better stay at 500. Y'all better not take a subscription away. I'm not kidding. And I'm gonna be like, count your days. But no, anyway, let's get back into this video because I'm way too excited. So usually I would cure the whole nail in matte coat, top coat, but I decided I would not do that today because I was tired, okay? And I just ended up going over it with the gold. And then for the black, for the next one, I decided, I'm so excited, y'all, I'm sorry. But for the next part of the teeth, I did go in with the black, just so I can know specifically where to put it. And I felt like the black kind of made the gold pop a little bit more. So for the rest of the nails, I went with black instead of just doing it on top of the clear. And y'all can see that it popped way more in the next one. So on top of those blacks, of course, I'm going to go in with the gold again. And then I'm going to go over that gold with top coat. So you want to get you a small liner brush, and you want to only touch where you want to keep the gold at. And you're going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I went on top. I don't know what this color is, but it's from Dynamic Nails. It's so beautiful, y'all. It's like a nude. I don't know, but those are like some of my favorite colors. That's the color that I went in with the lip. And then I did the rest of the jewelry on the teeth or whatever. And it was pretty much just rhinestones. And I did that pretty fast because, like I told y'all, some of the video was blurry. So hopefully visually y'all can get, you know, what I pretty much did. And for the rest of the lip, I'm just going to outline it in brown because I wanted it to give 90s. I love the 90s, if y'all can't tell. All this 90s stuff I've been doing lately. And every time I have like a party or something, I'm like 90s, 90s, 90s. So yeah, I wanted to look more like the 90s lip liner or whatever like that. And after I do this, I'm going to top coat everything, y'all. The teeth, everything. And then I'm also going to put 2 little caviar beads on the tongue to make it look like a tongue ring. I saw someone else do that. I don't remember their Instagram or whatever, but yeah. So you're going to top coat after this, and this is the very last nail, and then here are the finished results. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure y'all comment. Let me know what y'all think.
It's my fucking lip. It's my fucking lip. Yeah, yeah, yeah.